The siege of Boston is entering its third month, and the standoff between the British Army and American militias is reaching a breaking point. Through their spy network, colonial leaders get word of a British plan to seize the high ground around Boston and secure control of the harbor. In response, General Israel Putnam is ordered to set up defenses on the Charlestown Peninsula and repel any British advance.
Here we have another historical mystery. The Massachusetts militiamen are told to set up fortifications on Bunker Hill, but instead, they entrench themselves on Breed's Hill, in full view of the British. To this day, no one knows if that was a deliberate provocation or a simple mistake. Regardless, the American presence alarms the British, and the fight that will ensue will be forever known as the Battle of Bunker Hill.
General Thomas Gage, commander of all British troops in North America, orders his guns in the harbor and nearby batteries to fire on the colonists.
I need 2 scouts, and I need them here now. Take care of that.
General Putnam, sir.
Dr. Warren. Should I say General Warren?
My rank is not official yet, sir. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm just another volunteer.
Joseph Warren arrives, and people know who he is. They know his reputation. They know his contributions. He's one of the Sons of Liberty. And they're surprised to see him. Why is he at the front? Well, that's where he wants to be.
As the British shell the Americans from the water, General William Howe, distinguished veteran of the French and Indian War, prepares to overwhelm them on the ground. Howe is convinced that the colonials will cut and run when confronted head-on by His Majesty's formidable troops.
Forward! March!
And the liberty that Ben Franklin and his fellow patriots yearn for will vanish with them. But the general is sorely mistaken.
The only answer now is to declare our independence.
America is at war, Dr. Franklin. Welcome home.
For more revealing stories on these and other patriots featured in Legends and Lies, purchase the companion book, available at BillO'Reilly.com and bookstores nationwide. As Benjamin Franklin and the Continental Congress rushed to create a unified American army, the Battle of Bunker Hill was about to erupt. From across the river, British commander Thomas Gage watches as General William Howe drives his troops up Breed's Hill toward the colonial front line.
The Americans fortify the top of a hill so that they can have an advantageous position over the British and defend the hill in a way that the British weren't anticipating.
Dr. Joseph Warren, president of the Massachusetts Provincial Congress and soon-to-be general, joins his fellow volunteers in the trenches.
When liberty is the prize, who would shun the war? We esteem no sacrifice too great to redeem our inestimable rights and privileges. These fellows say we won't fight. By heavens, I hope I shall die up to my knees in blood.
Forward! March! Here they come! How many heads do you see? There's the whole crowd! Get ready, boys! Forward, men! Wait till they're 15 paces out!
Steady, men. We cannot waste any powder. Pick your shots carefully. Do not fire until you see the whites of their eyes. Aim for those pretty red coats.
With their superior numbers, training, and firepower, the Redcoats think this will be an easy victory, but their arrogance will be costly. Though the American militias lack British discipline, rather than run as General Howe expects, they stand their ground and fight.
How many rounds do you have left? Only 3!
Eventually, the Patriots are forced to retreat, but only because they've run out of ammunition.
Men, stop! We must stand our ground!
Finally, Howe is able to take the hill, but at such a cost. About 1,000 British soldiers dead or wounded. More victories like that, and the British would have lost the entire enterprise.
The Americans suffer tremendous losses as well, with more than 400 Patriots killed or wounded, including Dr. Joseph Warren, who gives his life for the revolution he helps to create. News of the bloodbath in Boston soon reaches the Continental Congress in Philadelphia.
We've just received word. The British have taken Bunker Hill, and they've set Charlestown ablaze. Dr. Warren is dead.
But Mr. Adams, sounds as though we have work to do.
The colonial militias prove that they can stand toe-to-toe with the Redcoats. But to defeat the massive British army, the American troops need a leader. The Continental Congress puts George Washington in command. But the task before the new general may be impossible.
My God. This is my army?
The Americans still have the British surrounded in Boston. But with dwindling supplies and rampant illness, Washington's force grows weaker every day. If the British find out this secret, they could easily wipe out the Americans.
Here you have Washington's army, willing to die, willing to fight under incredible odds, and they don't have blankets, they don't have guns, they don't have boots.
Not for the last time in American history was a commander given a command without the resources to command it. And that was very much George Washington's dilemma.
Congress sends Benjamin Franklin to meet with the general to assess his needs. But Washington has kept his plight secret, even from them.
Present arms!
Dr. Franklin, General Washington. From the looks of your strategic position, you have trapped the British in their own mouse hole.
Now, if I can only launch an attack.
No gains without pain, sir. No gains without pain.
These New Englanders are undisciplined, untrained, and there's some 5,000 fewer of them than expected. We are in want of weapons, of uniforms, of adequate tintage, of all things required by a proper army.
I had no idea that the situation was so dire.
You ask what I need, Dr. Franklin. I need everything, and I need it now, or this war will be over before it even begins.
Benjamin Franklin is an unlikely revolutionary, a sickly 70-year-old man who spends most of his life maintaining loyalty to Britain. Though he doesn't lead troops into battle like George Washington, Franklin gives the revolution his greatest invention, the American dream. He proves that with enough hard work, most can improve their standing in life. The hardest work of George Washington's life will be turning his army into a force that will defeat the British. Once he does, he and his fellow patriots will form a new nation.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to help us produce more compelling historical content like this, please like, comment below, and share this video with fellow history buffs. And of course, be sure to subscribe to help keep history happening.